Today is day 310 of the year of streaming and learning to code. Oh, no webcam. Hold on. We'll figure that out. Dum, 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 dum. Let's see. There we go. That's better. Dum 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 dum. Dum dum ta-da. Be-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Good. Yes. Okay. So day 310 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on with project number 5, the random user generator. Now, last night we were able to set up the initial structure, HTML, very basic CSS stuff, and JavaScript. So let's go ahead and crack open our example code. There we go. Example project. Hey there, little cat. How are you doing? Doing good? Look at you. Yeah. Where are you going? You have no idea where you're headed this evening, do you? Oh, but you're a good little kitty, aren't you? The best little kitty there ever was. No. No right-clicking. Oh, God. Just try not to... You know what? We're just gonna let her do her thing. You can move the mic or the webcam if you must, but we're gonna have to move it back. Oh, but you're so good. Yes, you are. Hey, toes of destruction. Be mindful of where you're walking. Go hang out on the bed for like... I don't know, what do you think? 25 minutes or more? No, you're exactly where you shouldn't be. That is a terrible nap spot. We're gonna move. Team effort. 1, 2. There you go. You're a cat. Okay. I think... Oh, look at that. Who's got your ear? Steven does. I've got your ear, little kitty. So... No. None of that. We've got our example project where it does in fact generate a random user, and we're using different calls for our API depending on the button you click down at the bottom. So this is the end goal where we're trying to... You're blocking the screen. Hey, no. Move your tail. What if you just lay down there? Oh, that works out great. Look at that team effort, little kitty. Me and you. Buddy system. So we have our code for our project. Let's go ahead and open that up. Ta-da! Not as pretty, not as refined. Again, set up the basics last night. So, with that said, what are the next steps? What is the next thing that I want to tackle? You know what's another thing I realized? Last night, I could have added the following border. 2 pixels, solid, black. Copy that. Here we go. Save. Refresh. Ta-da! Dee. That kind of highlights exactly what we were dealing with, because I realized last night we were just at a total loss mentally. We'd gone through that Flexbox Froggy site, which is a fantastic tool. But we decided to follow up with Grid Garden in hindsight because we aren't going to be setting up grids as frequently. Anyone who's going to tackle either of those two sites games in the future, I would say do Grid Garden first and then end on Flexbox Froggy. That way, all the Flexbox instructions and examples will be more fresh in your mind because you're going to be using, you can leverage Flex. I think aligning items will be more, will be a tool that you will use more frequently than setting up grids. So that's just a minor tweak or recommendation that I would throw out. But anyways, regardless, I think we're mostly okay here so far. I'm pretty sure we can move things around and change stuff, tweak things. Little kitty, you are encroaching on the keyboard. Your napping position is getting sloppy, and you are starting to list into caps lock and escape key territory. Alright, so right now we have our click event set up. We are logging the event. Let's go ahead and open console log, view, developer, JavaScript console. Okay, so things to do. When we click on the button, XHR, fetch, Axios, and jQuery, all of them work accordingly. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Beautiful. So, things to do. I have the power I know I'll be setting up the API stuff, whatever is needed. Again, we've used or have done a couple API projects, one or two. I think it was just one at Code Academy, and then there were another one or two that we did at Free Code Camp. All three of those were just kind of muddy experiences. So this is our first, and will hopefully be our best one as far as projects and experiences with API things occurring, calls. So when I click the button, I'm trying to piece together with how the code, how the application is going to be used, and what code is run when. Basically, this is fairly straightforward. We've got our 4 buttons. I mean, the entire site that loads is the exact same as when you click any of the buttons. So that's that. We're going to have each of these fields. And my concern is that I'm totally drawing a blank on, since it's been a while since we did those API activities, if it's, I think it's pretty damn similar functionality-wise to just setting up the divs, like here in the body within the main, above the buttons, after H1, div, what are we going to call them? We're going to call them all of these. I think I can just set up a div for each of these that we then push information from JavaScript and whatever, all the API and AJAX stuff, that all of that data gets pushed to. Like a text content update or something like that. That's how I see it playing out in my mind. I don't think there's any specific stuff that we have to do on the HTML side structurally to prep for pulling data. are receiving a response from an API call. I know we add the library, or we added the libraries. Hey, cat, I see you rolling around on the desk. Watch your... You hit caps lock. You hit caps lock. Oh my god. Watch your toes. Watch your toes. Why do you do spins when you're sleepy? Let's turn you. Turn you. Oh my god, your little arm is so close to the escape key. This is tragic. This is tragic. You know what? We're gonna set an alarm or a timer because yesterday we ended up streaming for like an hour and a half and we were just trying to set up the basics. True, we kind of struggled with the event listener stuff because we were gonna set up 4 event listeners, 1 for each button. Fortunately, Topher was able to talk us out of that. But now we need to keep setting up at least the basic specifications. So we did all that noise. Next, when a button is clicked, you will use the specified method for requesting a random user from the following API endpoint. Random user.me API. Okay. Random user blah. Stuff. Something about that. Well, we'll get there. We will get there. And then next is upon receiving a response from the API, you will need to parse the JSON data. So all of that noise is going to get sliced up on the JavaScript side and then pumped over to the HTML, which is why I think we can have a div for each of these. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to hope for the best and just see how things go. All right, continuing on. Wow, little kitty, your toe is on the function key. Just try to be... She's totally passed out. She has no idea what's going on. No, because now the keyboard's crooked because we're trying to make room for her and us. Why are you so furry and small, little kitty? Oh my god, and I can't... Just... No. Here, look, no one believes at how much she is encroaching on us. Our workspace. Bear with me. Yes, hold the phone. Hold on. Yeah. That is you, tiny cat. Okay, there's that. Turn up the brightness. Okay, this is what I... Tiny cat, we see you. Into OBS. Okay, this is what I'm dealing with. Yeah, her right there. Do you see? You see that? I mean, it's not terrible, but her toes. This is like my hands to type. There's a feline there, and she refuses to move because she's no longer awake right now. Coding with a cat is difficult. Part of the fun. So, day 310, we must make progress. Some form of progress. Let's set up our divs that I think we will be able to send information to in the future. Profile picture. We'll get there. Full name will be full name. I wonder if I should still do camel case for class names. I should always do camel case. Camel case is our friend. Full name. Copy. It's so hard. No. See, her little forearm with her arms bent. That's the shift key area, and there's blockage. We're gonna move the keyboard. We have to. It's just tragic. There's no other way around. equals, no, moving little kitty. Removing little kitty, she's cute, adorable, has to be done. There's no way we're gonna make any progress if she's chilling there. I know, Cat, you're upset. 2 and 3, team effort. So graceful. So graceful. Alright. In like at least 10 minutes of sheer pain. Can we do anything productive with little kitty around? I think not. Full name. Rinse and repeat. We need another div. Username. Div. Location. Hold the phone. Everything is within a user div. So there's the main div, there's the H1, the profile picture, which will be an image tag eventually. Image. Is there a way to comment that out for now? Perfect. So we'll have that. This sleeps within our main div. Then we're going to have a user div in general that holds everything. All of the madness and chaos that is this project will reside within the user div. Cool. So there's that. Followed by all of this noise, specifically will be crammed inside of user. Yeah, that's the world that I want to live in. Okay, this is good. A tiny step in the right direction. So, a box with stuff. We will have... The user box or user window? Just user and... Trying to figure out how we want to position the profile picture that's showing up next to the username. See, we've got this image above random user commented out, which would be this guy up here. So we're set for that. We're set for this on ours. We've got user. So now we need to do the following. There's so much going on here. Placement and stacking. Okay, hold on. We'll have their profile photo. So inside user will be yet another image tag. Commented out for now. Then we've got their full name. No, then we have another... Ooh, another div? User info. Yes, user info. Wait. Username? No. Full name, username. location. Typical. Again, we're going to end up with all of these. So I guess that is profile picture. Blank. Age calculated from date of birth, gender, email, and nationality. I guess it doesn't have to be quite organized just like this. I guess I could do a long list of just stuff. We don't have to completely emulate this. Maybe we don't need to have all of the sub-divs for the structure of it, because now I'm piecing everything together with Flex in mind. And just general CSS for the overall structural alignment of things, but yeah. So we don't have to set it up like this, because I was going to break it up like this is one section, the profile image to the side, and then the name and such stacked, and then there's another div, a separate one with this floating there, and then this guy down here crammed below, so that'd be three separate divs of stuff, maybe more, depending on how we stack them. But we don't have to do that. We don't have to do exactly that. And we can always sort of, like what are they? The things that stack? The little Russian nesting dolls? We can always take the divs that we create and stack them later. So let's just set up the following basic stuff. Profile picture. We've got our image tag for that. We'll keep the general user box separate from main. That will be beneficial. Will be one giant window. But within user, we will have the image, the full name, class div, really? This is just aimlessly confused, typing things at random. Username. Oh, did we type username somewhere? Oh, no, it was full name. Full name. Username. My god, I hope this is okay. I hope this is what's needed for the API stuff. I know I need to read up on... We found that great MDN APIs. It was like the getting started with API stuff, which we will read, but we couldn't do a daytime stream today, so I'm hopeful we can do one during the day tomorrow, and if not, maybe we'll just force ourselves to read the following. Where did it go? There was a getting started link we saw yesterday. Introduction to web APIs. No. There is a 83% chance that I'm completely insane. Maybe we didn't see that type of link at all. What if it's all in our head? Little kitty, mind your footsteps. Although it would be pretty hard for her to ruin the beginnings of this special potential dumpster fire we have. What are you hunting receipts? You're hunting receipts. Of course you're hunting receipts. Why wouldn't you be? 1, 2, and 3. Watch. Now watch the webcam. Your tail is we're moving. Nope. Day 310 is going to be one for the record books. Oh, dear lord. Okay, what are we doing? That needs to be here. That's as good as the webcam's gonna get. At least for tonight. What are we doing? Setting up the divs. Focus. Even focus. shouldn't have gotten a cat. Mental note to self. ID equals username. This div will be the following. Location. Nice. Followed by sounds like little kitty has left. Cool. Pretty sure she's left. Or it's like Jaws and now she's stalking us in the darkness, which is more than likely. Div age ID. Oh, I so hope this is kosher. Again, we'll be able to further verify tomorrow what exactly we need to do to set up all the API noise for when we click the buttons. And I know there's going to be some terrifying Ajax breakdown. I just remember we really struggled with the Ajax portion connecting the dots. I think it was for the weather API project at Free Code Camp. We just weren't quite there yet, ready to take on that project. We kept marching along through all the activities. We had completed them all, but we just weren't quite at a point where we were ready to successfully take on that project. So I just remember ample confusion trying to piece together the weather API one. ID, now that was about what, at least 2 months ago, I think, if not more. Which age, gender, or Bender for any Futurama fans. Gender. Okay, and then email. That's not a thing. That's not how any of this works. Div, then email. Now, again, I'm pretty sure I realize it's probably not the ideal solution to have. I know it's possible to have class name and ID. And when you do have class name and ID, it's probably not preferred to have them as the same exact thing, username and username. I know they can be differentiated, class versus ID. And again, I don't think anyone's worried about the code editor or software getting it wrong. It's more of human error would be the potential issue. Although that's goes for most cases and situations. Getting things wrong on the JavaScript side, it's just, it seems like it's so much easier to just leverage the get element by ID versus having to do the class name, and it creates like a node list, and then you have to tell it what node to reference, or I forget. It's just, it doesn't seem easy. This is so much quicker doing document get element by ID reference stuff. At least that's how it seemed with the last couple projects we've tackled so far. Well, we don't need to dig through those. You guys know what projects we've been doing. But anyways, so I've been saving class name or saving class for CSS and then leveraging the IDs for JavaScript. At least that's the intention. So I know it's probably not the best protocol, but it's what we've currently got. And again, I think the projects that I'm currently doing are small enough where it shouldn't be too big of an issue. But yeah, that's all. So it's not going unnoticed, but we're just kind of trying to make the best of the current situation with the tools that we have and our current understanding. Enough ranting, right? Hey, Graysall. Wait till you see jQuery. Oh dear God. Nothing like adding more madness on top of this pile. What were we gonna do here? Email. Email. Continuing on. Hope this is okay. Nationality. Nationality. I have no idea what I just did. Oh, well, that's not right at all. I held command and hit something and brought up settings. Not what we wanted. We wanted div and enter. Oh dear lord, I broke Adam. Dum 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 dum. I did something odd to Adam. Sure. Set up. Key binding resolve enter. I'm pretty sure I've broken the internet. There is a key. How to turn off key binding resolve. Now we get to Google it. Atom.io key binding resolver. Oh look, key binding resolver. Others have encountered this. How do I close the key binding resolver panel? Dum 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 dum, what a great question. I may have opened this panel in error. Of course you did. Everyone does. Got it. For others who might stumble upon this topic, 2 ways of closing it. Press escape or command plus or command period or a control period. Ah, yes, okay, cool. Close that. Close this guy. Command and period. Aha, there we go. Look at that. Crisis averted. That was another tragic incident. Lots of roadblocks on day 310. Maybe we're just meant to barely survive today. Perhaps tomorrow 311 will be better. Class, nationality. Do this. ID. There we go. Okay. We've got that. We could add the following: generate new user with blank blank blank. Yeah. Well, we'll definitely have generate new user. And I guess we want with to indicate that they can choose which option they'd like. So that's fine with me. Generate new user with the following. Should we do a paragraph or in H3? I don't want to go with an H3. Generate new user with colon. Command save. Okay, there's that. Double check all of our stuff, refresh. Cool. At least one tiny step in the right direction. Open image in new tab. Guess we could copy that link, copy. And this, we can use it for ours as well. Although, command, that's so cool. You can easily comment stuff, and you can also easily uncomment stuff. Atom is amazing. We still haven't even scratched the surface of all the cool stuff that it can do. Alright, that was our sort of initial alarm. Let's add in the source and random. Unknown user. We'll do unknown user. Known user profile. Hope that's okay. There's that, and then let's save. And refresh. Close. Wow, that is, well, you know what? We're gonna leave it gigantic. No, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. Graysol. Atom's not that good, to be honest. Every editor can do the commenting thing. Oh yeah, I'm sure all the basic stuff is built into, like, every single editor. It's just, I'm still coming off of the fact that I used all the tutorial sites like Codecademy, Free Code Camp, and Code Wars, and all of their built-in editors, and I saw the difference between those. I mean, they did have some, you know, the minor changes in font, and some of them had minor predictive aspects to it, but even Atom, being a more basic editor, has so many more features and is so much more customizable compared to those basic built-in ones into those tutorial sites. It's a big leap that I'm still getting used to, and I haven't done anything to, like, even really customize it to get used to it. I think I want to experiment with some of the plugins and stuff before I move on to another one. It seems like probably one of the main ones to use is Visual. Is it Visual Studio? Is that its full name? Or Visual for short? Anyways, that one seems to be pretty damn popular. When I did just a general check, though, it seemed like out of the box, especially for more novice beginner programmers, there was less customizable setup with Atom, that it was a good, like, just kind of plug and play, start and go type editor. Visual seems to be the preferred one for more veteran programmers, or once you've gotten up to speed beyond walking pace. And because it's just so customizable for whatever anyone's looking for. But anywho, Graysol. Oh yeah, for sure. VS Code on Mac, and then Visual Studio is Windows only. That is another big factor, I think, in why I ended up with Atom over Visual Studios, because we're still on the Mac side of the spectrum. But VS Code is another option that we can probably look into in our near future. So, all right, there was this. What were we trying to do? Oh, CSS. We need to pull off a shrinking Shrinking of the profile picture, which we would do with the following what? Are both images the same size? This guy, they are not. Could they be, though? I think they could. What the size of that is. Oh, I know. I can check. Hold on. Watch this. Like, inspect. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Ta-da! Does that show in OBS? No? It does. 96 by 96 pixels. Who called it? Steven did. Natural 72 by 72. I'm like Sherlock Holmes, but slower and less good. So, maybe I'm more like Watson. Alright. Let's check this. Image 64 by 64. Okay, so in between 64 and 70, we'll call it 75. This is a giant image. I think we can get away with 75. No, 73. That's more comforting. 73 is a good number. Now, that means we're able to do just the image element tag. Width and height, right? Height. 73 pixels. And width. 73 pixels. God, I hope this works. I could have sworn this is what we did in the last one. We have to do like a relative thing, position relative. I don't think we needed to do that in the last project just for the size of the photo. And refresh. Aha! Healthy sized. Oh, margin. We should add some spacing above it so it's not nestled right up against the top like that. Margin top. Okay, so if that's 70, let's call it 10. No, 11? 12. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Margin. Top. 10 out of the gates. Well, that didn't help anybody. I thought... Maybe I'm crazy. Oh, I didn't do 10 pixels. It's just got a blank 10 and it doesn't know what to do with its life. Command save. Refresh. Ah, there we go. Steven figured it out. And we're gonna do 12 because we can. Save. Refresh. That's better. We'll probably move it further down, but I think that's okay for now. Cool. So, it was a rocky start. We didn't really tackle any of the JavaScript stuff, but that's because I believe the next major step for the JavaScript front, as far as the specifications go, we already set up our buttons. Now we've set up the divs to receive information from JavaScript. At least this is kind of what we've been doing, minus all the specific IDs. Technically, what's changed is the classes. All of the last projects we've done have been almost exclusively using IDs for our divs. So now we're setting up class for CSS for some reason. Just because we can. But anyways, so tomorrow we're going to try and get a better understanding of how to prep and set up all the API nonsense. That whole nightmare. It seems scary. I think it should be okay. In the meantime, though, let's go ahead and save a little bit of progress we made today. Call it quits. And we can back out of this. Okay, cool, cool. There's that. Fresh. So awesome. We're getting there, slowly but surely. We are barely getting there. Did we save everything? We saved HTML. We saved our CSS file, and we didn't make any changes to JavaScript, but it never hurts to save there. Like a Zelda game, no one can ever save too much. Back out of this, crack open GitHub, then OBS. Minimize, desktop, jump over. What did we do? We added divs to HTML. That was about it. Big picture. Percentage-wise, that was the largest single activity we did. All copy. Commit, and we're pushing. Resolving deltas. Good. Closing out of this. Fill that full screen. Let's double check on GitHub that it was successful. Alright, loading, random user generator. And ta-da! 27 seconds ago, but 23 for JavaScript. Weird. But all of them are up to date. Oh, because nothing changed 23 hours ago. Because nothing changed. Cool. That's awesome. GitHub's great. So clever. Oh, can't wait until we get to contribute to other people's projects or open source stuff. That's going to be terrifying. We'll need to start with something small. After we get better at setting up our projects, of course. I would be a complete nervous wreck touching an open source project that just the entire city would be engulfed in flames within a matter of minutes and everyone would be pointing the finger at me. So yeah, we're going to avoid that for now. Alright, let's close out of all of this noise. Jumping out of that into OBS. Thank you again to anyone and everyone who stopped by to view tonight's stream. Today we had Graysol. It was very cool. Thank you for hanging out with us. And to anyone else who may have accidentally stumbled in here, thank you very much. Any and all views are greatly appreciated. In the meantime, day 310 comes to an end, but the adventure continues tomorrow with day 311 for the year of streaming and learning to code. In the meantime, are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it.